tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. You used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. Snagged out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Sun Devils get it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Motion from the wide receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Under fire. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's complete on the right side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Lopez to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3-and-out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll run play action. This time he's got it. He's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. This time he's got his man. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught over the middle, it's Udo. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
North Carolina 7, Arizona State 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lost to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds. Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
The RPO, it's complete. It's a running room. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Snags it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He'll pull it down and run. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but he really...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Setting up for the extra point and the top.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback may change this route. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. It's gone. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
It's complete to the right. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. They're working that left side. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking left. He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It's a seam wide open. He's got the 1st down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Goss. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Making side adjustments here. Lopez wants to fire. With the catch, it's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're
quarterback making adjustments. Lopez to pass. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Bringing the heat. He's got him this time. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass, it's Levin. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy, so no question here in the second half. They're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Going over the top. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Lopez wants to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Shipp. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, UNC! A great catch and run for 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the touchdown, Sun Devils. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez to pass. Setting up the screen. Hard running there. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football, distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Powers through the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Lopez wants to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Schiff. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Quick strike complete. Turning on the Jets. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll run for it on third and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to slam it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Lopez to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, North Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Starting to feel a little pressure. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Off the RPO, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. North Carolina, 35. Arizona State, 21.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the missed connection on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if I'm a running back, I'm going, listen, hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
He's got it and still on his feet.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Into the end zone. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air. It's Levitt. On the run, fires downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
42, Arizona State, 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Lets it fly. He's got it for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Set to advance on the football.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Lopez wants to fire. Throwing right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when you
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Under fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Shipp. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
But when you're backed up on the goal line like this, you've got to play quick with your eyes. You've got to be able to react to where the football is. It's not easy to do on these jet sweeps, but the defense did it there.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's third and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush is on him. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking this.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Bringing the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.